Good morning. This is Shirley, Herb Lady in Alaska. At the beginning, I wouldn't even bring this into the shop because I had read about it. I went, I'm not going to bring this into the shop because I didn't want nobody running over people. But I went to a class where it was a week in Las Vegas, and it was a class that they had the teachers down here, and the room was up like that. There was like 80 students. We was taking a controlled class, and the doctors and the herbalists would come to us, and we would be in that class for a week from 9 to 6. And one of the herbalists was on Kava. And I thought, oh, and he passed it around, and he gave 2 capsules. He gave everybody 2 capsules. And I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm going to take this or not. He said, if you're one of those that's not going to take this, just hold it, just put it on your table, and just wait till you hear what it does. And this guy, he has done so much study on it, but what he does when he has time, he goes to different hospitals, and especially the ones that has the VA hospitals that talks about people that's in pain and they can't get rid of pain, and he starts giving them Kava. And when he can give them enough, the pain stops. And when it stops, they are in shock because they had tried every painkiller, tried everything to get rid of the pain. Some of them had lost their leg, some of them lost their arm. It was just all different things some of them got hurt in the back. It was pain that they could not get rid of. And he did with Kava. And he's just seen that it helps so many people. But see, what I have read over in Hawaii, they did was they would put it in their drink, their fruit juice drink, and it's a little bit stronger if you drink enough of it. That's why I never brought it into the shop. But after he gave us that study on all the hospitals that he's went to, if people would control themselves and take 1 a day and then maybe 2 if there's extra pain, it comes out good. And so, anyway, I was quite impressed with it after the class, but before that, I was not going to touch it. Okay, Kava, Foundation for Brain Research in Washington, D.C., shows that 50 million people suffer from anxiety, nervousness, indigestion, weakened immunity, hampers concentration, chronic fatigue, sleeplessness, general lack of well-being. And individuals that experience a progression of anxiety which leads to panic attacks. Such episodes can trigger symptoms such as chest pain, choking, and feeling of being smothered, dizziness, fear of dying, losing control of one's mind, irregular heartbeat, sweating, and trembling. The National Institute of Health in Mercedes, Maryland project had as many as 3 million Americans experience panic disorders, as some point occurs between twice in women than in men. A lot of times panic attacks is caused by caffeine, and if you keep away from caffeine, you won't have, I've never had a panic attack, but if people eat caffeine, the 4 caffeine things I tell people to keep away from, especially if they got cancer or they're diabetic or they got candida, I tell them no coffee, because see, it's the wrong pH. Coffee is 5 pH, and your blood is 7.3. And when you put something 5 in your mouth, then it has to strip the calcium off your bones to bring it up to 7.3, or you drop dead, because your blood has to stay at 7.3 at all times. And then the other one is black tea, anything with black tea, and then pop with caffeine in it, and chocolate. And if you keep away from those 4 things, you won't get panic attacks. And if you don't, we had a boy that walked in with panic attack, and he was having a real bad one, and we have a laser, this laser right here. Listen right here. Yeah, I sell these too. And this laser, it's we've been using it for like 12 years, and it unwinds your adrenal glands, and most of the time it has to do with because caffeine destroys your adrenal glands, and then here comes the panic attacks. Well, this unwinds your adrenal glands, and it really, really helps. Commonly prescribed drugs, Kava treatment of anxiety, panic disorders, and they have all kinds of drugs for them. But honestly, drugs accumulate in the liver, and then you pay for it later on. Furthermore, there's withdrawal symptoms on the drugs too, because it can be anxiety, it can be blurred vision, it can be diarrhea, dizziness, headaches, insomnia, ringing in the ears, seizures. Another increased common problem is sleeplessness or insomnia. Approximately 60% of the adults in the U.S. combat a degree of insomnia. We used to have insomnia as we was getting older, but now I'm getting ready to turn 79, and my husband's already 79. He's getting ready to turn 80. We do not have insomnia. But you know what we found out? If you eat right towards your blood type, when you go to bed, you sleep like a baby. Just like a baby. And so if we do wake up, we just put a CD on, some kind of cowboy story, or my husband buys the CDs, and I take anything as long as it's good and clean. I don't care what it is, because all I got to do is get my mind on that, and I'm out. And so it's really amazing when we get more sleep now than we did when we was younger, because we have learned how to eat correctly, and how to, if we do wake up, most of the time we have to go use the bathroom, come back, put that CD on, and before it has one or two sentences, we're right back to, because see, the CD gets your mind on that story and not on nothing that you have to do the next day. Because if I have to think about all the stuff I have to do, no, it gets you going again. So, but you can have a deep sleep if you eat correctly. It really helps. There are alternatives to help you to sleep, and Kava is one of them. It's a tradition medicine that has been shown to reduce general, and it helps with menopause, anxiety, improves restlessness, insomnia, safety remedy for anxiety. Kava contains constitution known as Kava lactones and protones, and sleeping enhancement properties. Unlike herbs such as valerian, which is believed to induce relaxation by affecting the GABA receptors in the brain, Kava appears to act as in the system of the brain, and the feelings, the emotions, and the drive, which explains the herb's broad range of action. Kava has been shown to, in the laboratory studies, to be powerful for the skeletal muscles to relax. See, that's why it helped those boys, especially with back troubles. I know that. But it helps the skeletal muscles to relax. Research believes as pharmaceutical muscle relaxant. Research shows that Kava can change the brain activity in human without causing sedation. It helps to study to affirm the ability to relax the mind, increase mental awareness, and has been aid to attempting to quit drinking. Well, that's real good. Maybe that's why they drink that over there. But see, you can get carried away with it. That's why somebody has to watch over that you don't take too much of it. But that's good, that attempting to quit drinking. In 1996, a placebo study, controlled double-blind study of two groups of 29 people during a 4-week study. 100 mgs of dry kava contains, for only 1 week, they took the kava, and it helped to control. It lowers their anxiety, their excitement, their tension, and they had no adverse side effects. In an 8-week study, 40 women going through menopause shown that those receiving 100 mgs of kava 3 times daily demonstrated a significant decrease in anxiety, depression, menopause symptoms, and after only 1 week of the kava, anxiety among the women decreased 50%. After 4 weeks, anxiety had decreased in almost zero, remaining at zero throughout the study. Symptoms of depression and restlessness were reduced to a total of 58%. Furthermore, reports the menopause symptoms were completely eliminated after 4 weeks of taking care kava. In the German research contact had 101 individuals suffering from various forms of anxiety, tension, fear of public places, social disorders, adjustment disorders. The study showed that Kava provided a short-term improve with time. After 24 weeks, 75% of the participants received Kava. What it was effective was antidepressant, and it helped them with improving that they didn't have to take their medicine any longer for anxiety disorders. Kava while driving in heavy machine, according to your dosage, Kava is no notice to impair judgment. Journal of the 4 cases that it helped to indicate the possibility of Kava being a dopamine. Long-term high doses can reduce to dry skin. So if you're interested in being calm and you tried everything else, I would try no more than 2 capsules. But I would try Kava because it seemed like it works. And if you have any testimony on the herbs that we have been teaching on, leave your testimony in the comments below. Thank you, and have a great day.